Hey, Diane DeWald with CreativeCatCrafts.com. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm sorry I'm running late today for Masculine Monday, episode number 5. Last week I had a minor medical procedure. I'm fine, but it just kind of took me off track, and I didn't get this card recorded for today. So today we are going to use some Gina K and then this brick background. It's called Mosaic, and it is a Sizzix 3D embossing folder, and Tim Holtz is the designer, and I absolutely just love it. And these branches here, these are from the Serene branches. It's the bundle is, why don't I just get it out and show you? It's currently out of stock at Gina K, but it's this gorgeous embossing folder. You can see it here, and I had done a sample. There you can see the dimension. It is absolutely gorgeous, and the leaves is this branch right here because it has a die that cuts that out, and then there's coloring stencils to color it all in. So you get this beautiful three-dimensional etched imprinted branch and leaves. So I just love this for a masculine card. This, like I said, this is out of stock, and Gina K has said that it takes upwards of 6 months to get these back in stock. So if you're interested in this, Gina K did a wonderful video in getting these cut out with the die, and then she taped it inside of the embossing folder, ran it through her die cutting machine, and then used the stencils. So she's got a great video on how to do this, but since this is not available to everybody right now, I'm not going to use this leaf today. Let me move things around just a little bit. Way too much stuff on my desk here. I'm going to use the leaf canopy set from Altenew. I think this is just so beautiful. In fact, let me zoom out a little bit so you get the whole thing. It's got this, which is the full stamp set, and it's got this little add-on, and of course, you know, there's dies as well. So I've gone ahead and cut out blanks of this, but then also if you're in a hurry, and I wanted to get this done fairly quickly today, so I went ahead and grabbed out all of my green backgrounds that I had previously done some smooshed inking, and we're going to use this coloration. So I was like, okay, that's a little too green, and this is just a smidge too blue. That could work. And then I had another one, just had this has a little bit too much yellow. This one had some nice greens. So I went ahead and die cut out the 3 canopy leaves. So the add-on, which I got over to my left, and then this size, and then this size. So I think we're going to use this one on the front, and we might use the add-on and this one on the inside. So let's clear this off and get this party started. Okay, so for the panels, I've got the black Onyx, and we're going to use Master Layout 1, and we're going to use the smaller of the 2 bigger rectangles. So I went ahead and cut out 2 of those, one for the outside and then one for the inside, and those are 5 by 3 3/4. And then from Master Layout 2, we're not going to use the stitched, but we're going to use this rectangle, which is the large plane, and 3.625 by 4.875. And if you're like me and I'm a 30-year accountant. I don't do math in my head. I've used a 10-key calculator for 30 plus years. Yeah, I needed a little chart. So 0.687, oh no, hang on. It is 3.625, which is 5/8. So this is 3 5/8 by 4.875. So it is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So that's important because once we do this panel here, I'm not going to use the Gina K Master layouts to cut it out. I'm actually going to have to put it in my trimmer. I don't want to flatten all of this beautiful dimension. It's just, this is a very textile card. It's very textural. And I just love that. So, got some dust here. I love the Whisper cardstock by Gina K. I love the color. So we're going to go ahead and get our card base. I've already got it 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. And oh, I just scored that at 4. Oh, I'm such a doofus. So I get to cut more. I could not believe that. So let me 5.5. That's what I got from just being in a hurry. So 4 1/4. And get this out of the way. We don't need this scoreboard anymore. And I got it right. And somewhere I don't know what happened to I have 2 of these Teflon bone folders, and I don't know what happened to one of them. Huh, interesting. Okay, so we've got that. And I'm not going to affix these yet because we're going to do something fun on the inside as well. So let me put all of this aside. The only ink color we're going to need today, that's not true. I need the charcoal brown. Charcoal brown. And what else did I put on there? Charcoal brown. I think I had a Stormy Sky. So let me grab that ink pad as well and get my little ink stand. Get those here. So let me write that down real quick. And I've got let me get you the entire space because that's like really in your face. So this is the Gina K Intercut. And what I love about this one is she's got the dials here. And on her 3D embossing folders, she suggests putting it to the letterpress 2D and that at number 3 over here on the dial. With the Sizzix Tim Holtz embossing folders, these are really a deep 3D. So I'm actually going to back this to 2 on the pressure. So I'm going to relieve, actually, no, the other direction. So I'm going to put it at like 3.5 because this cardstock is, well, this really cracks the cardstock, and you can see in here I've got some cracks. And I'm using 80 pound. This is Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. It's 80 pound, and I'm gonna mist it both sides, just a little bit of water, and it helps prevent that cracking. Sorry, I'm not doing this on camera, but I didn't want to get water over everything. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this into the embossing folder while it is still damp. Get that lined up. Hold it closed so it doesn't shift. And all you need is the platform, the embossing folder, and run it through. It's going to give us a great impression. And voila, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Now this is still slightly damp, so I can either grab my box, my drying box, and use my heat tool. This is the heated tool from Ranger. I like this because it's not a powerful stream of hot air. So for heating embossing powder, I use a different one. But I did prepare a little bit for class. I used to teach classes, but I did prepare, and I have one of these. I have unmisted, and I'm going to see if I can show the cracks in this. You can see, I don't know if it's going to do it justice on the white cardstock, but definitely on the colored, you can kind of see cracking going on right there. You see that cracking? I see that in this, in the unmisted, and then when I misted it, I'm not having those same cracks. So I did this one about 2 hours ago and just let it air dry. So this is the one I'm going to use. So let me put all of these over out of the way, and we are done with the GK machine. I love my Sizzix Big Shot Express, which is electric. Absolutely adore it. But for these big 3D embossing folders, I don't love it. So I'm just grabbing the grip mat out of my Misti and place that there. And we're just going to color. So I've got, not sure, I think this was charcoal brown before. And this was, yep, Stormy Sky. So we'll start with the Stormy Sky. Love these ink stands. And I like to have, this is just me personally, it just takes a little bit of that off. Get that cardstock down, and I'm going to start off to the side. Really gentle pressure. We're going to build this up, but I want a little bit of gray in here. And that literally is all the gray I need. And this is the charcoal brown ink. Let's zoom you back in just a smidge so you can kind of see what's going on here. So, loaded this up. We're going to cut this down. Now I'm using more pressure because I really want to get in between. But I'm still kind of pouncing off and starting off on the edge. And it's round and then turn it around. So you can choose whatever colors you want. I've seen some rainbow colors. I've seen lots of blues and greens. I've seen different browns. You could do this all in gray. I like having this brown with some gray in there. Let's add a little more gray up here. I really like having mixed both. Because, you know, stone weathers. And just like that, you are done. Isn't that so cool? Okay, let me pause you and I'll be right back. Okay, let's get this cleaned up. We're going to cut this down just like that. And this is just water. And this is a lint-free microfiber towel because we're going to put this back in the Misti. And that Stormy Sky has definitely got some green in it, which that's okay. So let me put this back in. I'm going to cut that panel down while I'm thinking about it. So let's hopefully this works, and we want this to be 4 7/8. So I need to decide, do I want to take it off this side? I'm going to take off a 1/4 inch over here. So flip it around. So if there were any sides, so this is 4 7/8. I want to make sure I got my 4 7/8. If there was any harsh lines on the edges, I'm taking those off. So I'm just going to shave this side. And 3 5/8. So that's 3 1/2 and 3 5/8. Perfect. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So, oh, and I'm sorry for that, the glare. I really try to be conscious of that. Where are my card? Oh, I put my card pieces up here. So I'm not going to do the inside yet because we are going to do something fun with it. So I am just, you can see my nozzles catching. And hopefully I cut everything just right. And I'm going to grab my big block because I want to get that down. I'm not pressing down to flatten it, but I want that to get pressure all the way across the block so that glue has a chance to set. Look at that. That's beautiful. Love it. And then I'll just get this on the front. It looks like a lot of glue. It really isn't because of that nozzle. I had to determine the orientation I wanted on the front of the card. So again, I'm just going to let it kind of sit, kind of hang out for a little bit. And what I'm going to do with that is just kind of pull it up here and just let that hang out for a bit. So onto the canopy leaves. There. So this is just 80-pound cardstock scrap, and I'm going to put that there. And we're going to do, since we've got these leaves that are already colored, I'm only going to do the outline. So let me grab this outline. We're going to do one at a time. Okay. Oop, there. Pick that up. Get my Gina K. Bliss is the black Onyx. And get that in the middle. And I've got some 1/4 inch minty tape. I think I've got it there. Sorry for the sniffle. I'm just gonna put that across there. And I'm putting this on so it'll hold the leaf in place so that I can stamp it multiple times and not have to fight with it. And don't want to knock that over. Oh goodness. I love this delicate surface painter's tape. Actually, it's made by Frog. Okay, let me line this up. There. All right. So let's get our die cut in there. Yes, this. Wait a minute. Is this backwards? No. Why is this? Oh. There. Okay, sorry. These are the branches are so delicate that this kind of bent a little on the top. And that minty tape is going to hold it right in place. So all I have to do is ink this up. Let's do one more. I can see some spaces on here because this is watercolor cardstock. And even though I used the smooth side, I can see it needed a little more impression. Perfect. And where's my, I love my Cricut tool. This will help me just kind of pull it up a little bit. That way I can get the minty tape to release it. And isn't that so cool? And we don't have to do any coloring. I love it. So I'm going to do the same thing with these two, and I will be right back. Okay, I have got these all done, and I had some other cutouts, so I will use the solid stamp to color these in on another video. And to fortify this one, because it's a little bent here, I went ahead and cut out from the Whisper cardstock. Let's zoom in a little more. And we're going to glue those two together. And while that dries, we'll get the inside done. Come on, there's my glue. And finish this card out. Okay, I think this turned out really nicely. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's better. It gives it some nice strength. So let me grab one of my smaller, larger blocks, and we'll work on the inside. I have another one of those silicone mats. Those silicone mats are from my Stampin' Up! Days. And I'm going to bring these in from the top. So I think that works perfectly. Yep, just like that. And just a little bit of glue. And I should use my tweezers, but oh well. And get this little guy down. just like that. Give it a few seconds press, and then I can get my little scissors, cut off, whoa, hand sanitizer to the rescue. I think I picked that up from my towel. Yep. Oh yeah, that took it right off. Well, most of it. Good dishwashing session, and that should take care of the rest of it. And I'm just trimming the excess off. And I'll clean these scissors quickly with the hand sanitizer leftover I had. Throw those pieces away. And look, I think that's pretty cool. So let's get this on the inside of our card. Oops. Perfectly lined up, almost. Let me slide that over just a little. I think oops, too much. Too much. There. Perfect. I love that really large block, and that was my Stampin' Up! Days. I'm pretty sure Gina K has a large one, but I'm just not sure how large it is. Get that inside just like that. Isn't that beautiful? And then you can write your saying or stamp saying inside. But I love the smooshed ink on these Canopy leaves. I think it's so fun. So let's get, before we do this guy, I want my sentiment binder. I think this happy birthday is too big. That's too bold. Let me pull this little guy out. That's from Waffle Flowers. That's just, I don't like that one on this card. I love that saying. This is a Gina K Graceful Greetings. Oops, I only need one. Because you could do happy birthday, thinking of you, hugs. Could do a get well soon, not a sympathy card. Many thanks. I might make this a thank you card. I love this many thanks. And that's from, I write on the back. Oops, you can't see it. I write on the back, Graceful Greetings by Gina K, so that when I run out and I want to make more, I remember what stamp set it came from. And those are just little, I think I got them from Mr. Pen through Amazon. They're coin collector pockets or trading cards. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this as a many thanks. What do you think? I like that. Or we could do another happy birthday. I'm going to do many thanks. Because, you know, I need more thank you cards. So, should have had these out. I got something on my hand. Need to wash it off. And let's get this guy all lifted. Oops, didn't come with me. Lots of dimensionals on this. I just want to support all of those leaves. Get these little guys. Just want all this supported. Let's do one big one here. One more right here, and then I need to cut a strip there. Teeny tiny. Okay. And I'm going to see if I can do this. Oh, it's working. Well, kind of. Kind of working. There. Okay, that was already taken off. Okay. Ugh. And tweezers. Now you can see that one. I do not like that. Yeah, you can kind of see that up top, but it's okay. And then, no, we're going to do many thanks. So I need the little guys again. It's got small spaces. I'm getting better at using a tool to take, yep, took them all off. And there, just like that. I love these two cards. I love this embossing folder, as you can see. I got this a little dark over here compared to this one. So just word of caution when you're doing your blending brushes on these deep light hand, and look at it in, well, look at it through your phone camera. A camera sheds a lot more light than the naked eye on things that you're creating. So I just came up with that one. So thank you very much for joining me today. And I appreciate your patience while I get this together and posted today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you would click the subscription button down below, then hit that little notification bell so you're notified next time I upload a video. So until next time, happy stamping.